Hi all. Well, the same thing happened again. I came up the stair, good intentions of sitting. I actually sat down at the other table, firing away, right, and I just thought, no, I want to play this. It's such a good game, this. Um, and it's getting real thinky now as well. That last, wait, I did have to eventually split that last episode into two parts because I was just doing my usual, not knowing what to do, and yeah, it's great fun. Nothing to really talk about. Just yeah, no, there was. Um, but there's two parts behind this that are just uploading just now. So, but I was able to get a comment in on part 10, and I'm putting together part 11 just now. So this will be part 12, I think. Yeah, and it comes back to, funnily enough, fortunately we're getting away with this because we didn't do anything with the unit. It's when I was looking back over the situation regarding the HQ, the green fire that we got from here. It had two places, it had two hits to dish out. It was able to dish one of them out, not here, here, but it was only sporadic fire, so it disrupted that artillery unit. And then I went into the panic of realizing that my HQ was in here at the time, and it was kind of covered up. And that's when I brought it up. I thought, could that HQ have been hit? Fortunately, it's in sporadic fire. It was in here, so it's got to either be, for that to be affected, it's got to be intense or steady. So we got away with that because it had the leader symbol, obviously. But while I was looking through, I noticed this hex here has sporadic green. Now, this unit had already been hit. This infantry on the top. There was two infantry units in here, and purple fired 3 shots. One of them took out that artillery that we brought on, and the other 2 shots were hit this steady fire, destroyed one of the infantry units and reduced the other one, this one being this one here. So this unit had taken a hit from purple. Now, he could then also have taken a disruption hit from green. And I never noticed that at all, and just when I was looking back. Fortunately, in the action phase, we chose not to do anything with that guy. And all we did was, we made an infiltration move that couldn't have failed because we had just seen, what was it, a purple diamond, and we drew a purple diamond. So that unit got eliminated. So then we've still got this backlog, but we didn't have the actions to move that guy. So this guy would have been disrupted. So all that we would have done with that guy, we wouldn't have been able to move him, fortunately. He would have just got his disruption moved, and then that guy made the free action into there with the Rangers back. So it didn't affect anything, but I did notice it right there at the end. It's tricky, that one, because you think, well, the unit's already took a hit, can't take another hit, but it can take a disruption, So, and that was the perfect example there. Steady fire from purple taking the hit, sporadic fire from green. Green still had a hit it could dish out. I went for him and disrupted him. Okay, but I think that was the only thing. Okay, so let's get landing these. Now, what are they again? They are... Oh, I forget. I've got it. Right, hang on. I'm going to look at this chart. I don't know what I've been going on about. It is on the chart. I think what it is, it doesn't... In the book, it tells you, it's got wee asterisks showing you which ones are armoured. And that can be quite important as well. It just doesn't appear to be on the chart there. Now, were these charts out the book? Or were they done by somebody? Hang on. Yeah, the chart looks like it is a copy of what's written on the player aids from when I said the book, I meant from the game. And it doesn't specify if they're armoured or not, and you do actually have to see that on that page 5 in the book. Now, I should be able to remember it. It's only tanks And then the self-propelled artillery battalions. I say I should remember it, but I mean, come on, it's like. And then you've got self-propelled anti-aircraft batteries. So these are armoured, but it does tell me on this chart that these are anti-aircraft. That's what I just said, isn't it? Yeah, it tells me that they're anti-aircraft. It doesn't specify, because it shows the two. Where's the other one? The other one's not got that. It must be the armour symbol, must be the bit in the middle. That must be the bit that states it's got armour. Yeah, okay. So it kind of does tell you in that chart, so I'm being talking a lot of rubbish. Right, however, I mean, the armour side only comes in, I suppose, if the German fire phase, if they hit armour, and it can come into it with when these units want to fire. Now I think that only referenced artillery anyway, so I'm probably going into that far too much and don't really need to be bothering too much about it. Right, let's get them landed in, Grant. So we're still, what are we, turn 10, still on the same chart, so we've got delayed, place 3 turns, drift 2 boxes east, lose a step or no effect. Okay, so let's see what we get. Well, no mines, so that's always good. And we've got a D. D is good. D is good. So, in fact, that first one is a D, and it's one of the better ones at the bunch. Because I think these, being armoured, are slightly better, you would think. So, yeah, circle. Oh, sorry, I'm jumping the gun here. I should do it the way I do it. Diamond's a B, right? So that's that guy. So, well, that's alright. Drift 2 boxes east. Well, assuming I shouldn't be voluntarily delaying these guys, but I need you guys to come back and tell me when to do that, or when's a good time to do that. So hang on, drift 2 boxes east, 1, 2, and in. So he's in intense orange and intense green. Orange is gone, green is disrupted. I like that. He's in steady purple, which is open for fire. However, this is armoured as well, so that's good. And then second one, a triangle is A. Right, he is going to be delayed, so he's delayed 3 turns. And then circles a D, no effect. Smashing. And he goes. And they're not far away from that HQ. The thing is that, again, they can only reach the shingle, and I think this is possibly the reason that you might want to be delaying them. And maybe this is what I need to get my head around, because if these guys can only get up to here, they've got a range of 3, fair enough. You know, let's look up a bit further. They've got a range of 3, you know, they could get up to like, you know, here and still be able to support fire here and here and the likes. But there's only so far that it can go. But I guess that's what their use is. That's what their purpose is. And that might be a good reason for this HQ maybe wanting to move with the likes of them across here to support fire. I don't know. Maybe. Right. Well, I think that was a good result. No mines. We've got 2 of them on. I mean, he's in a safe spot. Green's disrupted, like we said. I mean, they're not going to get free moves yet, so we do need to be wary of that. But right, I'll need to put this guy as well. So he gets delayed, plays 3 turns ahead on the track. Right, so put him on the track. He doesn't get another chance to come out till turn 13 now. But that's fine. Okay, and then now here's the 3 other ones. So let's see what we get. Another D would be nice. Oh, we've got mines. Oh dear. Right. And no D either. Okay. So first of all, a diamond is an A. So again, this is going to be delayed. So it's the same one again. The triangle is a B, which is... Lose a step. Oh, no. It's drifts 2 boxes east. So that's unfortunate. And the other one's the one that's going to take a step loss and go into a clear hex. So he's going to go 1, 2, and then in, hitting the mines. And then this guy is a C, and he's going to lose a step and go in. Brown and orange. And this guy's the only one that hit the mines, so he's got to take the hit from the mines. Yeah, that wasn't so good. And he's sitting in red intense, green steady. He's armoured, but the red intense bit could be enough to finish him off. So not so good over that side. Right, I'll put this other guy back up on the turn track. Yeah, so that was both the anti-tank units that got delayed on our 3 turns, so yeah, that's that. Right, and then not forgetting this time, only 1 unit. Oops. I'll get on now. We've got 1 unit to bring in, but he's a goodie. Okay, General Wyman, and I maybe should have read this out when General Cota came in. It says 2 US generals landed at Omaha Beach on the morning of D-Day, leading, motivating and inspiring units to move and attack their way off the beach. Brigadier General Norman Dutch Cota, Assistant Commander of the 29th Division, landed at 0730 hours, followed an hour later by his 1st Division counterpart, Brigadier General Willard Wyman. So that's who I've got. Maybe if I'd been able to read more of the book, I'm sure this game will be over and I'll not even have got anywhere through it. But anyway, it does look good, and I'm going to get into it. And yeah, okay. So now he just has 1st on him, so he can be placed anywhere in the 1st Division sector, obviously, the East sector. Yeah. So where are we going to put him? Well, you'd probably think the obvious place is down this area, because we've got our HQ up there, haven't we? And there's nothing. Well, apart from this 1 infantry unit, that's all we've got across there. So, I mean, the plan is to bash through green here and then, I suppose, come around to blue and red that way. And then up to maybe pick out some of these reinforcement positions. This one here, the closest probably. So that's what you would think this is going to do, and the HQ is going to follow. Now, getting the HQ, that was another thing that popped into my head recently when we talked about the range that the HQs can set up. Now, I'm assuming you can't do that until turn 17. I think that just starts an extended game. Yeah, it must do, because I've not heard any talk about it. Yeah, there we go. I'm just looking up at the turn track. Turn 17 to 32. Place, increase engineer bases and HQ command posts. So basically you get to create an HQ command post with these. And then every turn the range gets better and better. But where you place them's got to be free from enemy fields of fire as well. But you want to place them in a position where it's going to spread out and gather, give command to the most amount of units, obviously. So it's leading up to that turn 17 when you want to do that. It's quite good to try and plan ahead a little bit, but no doubt I'll make a shambles of that. So it does look to me like that general could really benefit from coming in here, couldn't he? Because, first of all, we've got these 2 full-strength units that have just sat here all game. They're sitting in a safe position, but they're not doing anything. So, and I've had little opportunity. I mean, it didn't help last turn when I only got 1 action on each side. So do we just chuck them into FG1? I wonder. It looks like the most obvious sort of solution. This would mean landing here, giving this guy a shot, but you kind of feel like this landing here is going to give the most benefit, isn't it? Well, let's just have a little think on what I might be wanting to do this turn. Right, I don't know why I've done that. I've got them turned. I started doing that at first, didn't I? But I don't think there's any need for it when you're landing. I think when they take hits and then when you move them in your actions or do something with them. Right, I'm just going to pause and just have a little bit of think about what I might be wanting to do. If it's really important for me to move any of these, then it might be better maybe landing them else a wee bit further west maybe. No, I think that's probably the perfect spot for him because there's nothing I'm going to do with these guys. This guy's just been put in a hopeless place. Whoever ordered him up there, I don't know, needs to be dealt with. Because he's got nowhere to go. Well, he does, but it'd be like the thing for to make this infiltration. I mean, to be honest, maybe I should. Because this guy coming up, he's got another 2 moves before he can get there. Well, you know what? Even if this guy does move up there, I can't land the general in any other position to benefit him more. So that has got to be the spot, I think. So remember, generals have to come in with something else if there's something else landing that turn. Well, that's not the case. He's just coming in himself. No, he can't have any effect. He doesn't drift. He doesn't take mine explosions, I don't think. So he's solid. He's right in there, and then we'll start commanding some of these and get them moving. So that's great. Okay, so what are we on to? Oh, the event phase, right. Wait, you see, I better get a hero now. Not that I'll complain, you know. It could easily go on maybe this guy or it could still go on one of these guys. Why not? Right. Okay. I would be happy to get a hero. Right. Let's get the event then. Where are we? Right. And we're on turn because sometimes they change up now. Was it turn 10? I think it's maybe after turn 10. We're on turn 10, so here we go. No reinforcements again. E, C and G. Just having a glance there. G's away along there. No, I don't think it's that bad. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, sorry, I was just trying to find what might be happening there. Right, so we're looking for a reinforcement and zone C and G. Okay, so we're looking for zone C first. Ideally adjacent. There's nothing adjacent. I mean, I think that was C1 there, wasn't it? There's nothing in 2 either. C's go up this way. So we're just going to go to the lowest number, which is C2 there. And our tactical reinforcement. And then I'll get the next one down for zone G. That's there's only one left in the pool now, which isn't so good. It's good if you get a WN depth marker with it on it and there's none there, because that just counts it out. But when we come to more reinforcements, it then starts taking them from the division reinforcements and they come in with depth markers. So right, anyway, let's find the place in G. So again, that was G1 with nothing adjacent or within 2. No, this isn't. This is ease. This is not got a thing. This is within 2 actually, but it's not got a. Oh, my bad. Yeah. See the white marker. The white markers can put you off. Remember, in fact, I was placing a reinforcement back there when he was climbing the cliff, climbing the bluff. That guy that's just up there on that bluff himself. So yeah, this is one of our units, so it's just covering up with the white marker that throws me. So in actual fact, it's not going to go to G2. Is that bad? Well, no, it's not firing into that hex at least. So it's actually going to go to G3. because that's within 2 of a US unit, and G2 is not. Yeah. Okay. I don't think it makes much odds, to be honest. One's as bad as the other, probably. I suppose it's over this draw, and this is the smallest draw that you've got, and the draws give you the points at the end. That's one way to get you quite good victory points. And this is the smallest one, so the easiest one to take. It's still kind of tricky because you've got to control all the hexes that fire into the draw and etc. It's tough to get them all. Right, anyway, so that's another event gone. That yeah, that wasn't good. Okay, generally they're not good, but right, okay, so now for the German fire phase. Right, time for some fire in the east. Oops. Right, here we go. No, can't see that. Just try to keep it zoomed in a bit though. Ooh, red hitting leaders. No artillery. Red hitting leaders. I'm just looking for my HQ right away just to see. He's okay, isn't he? He's just in green and it might be orange, but no, it's just green. Oh yeah, he's right in the WN post, the place. Okay, so oh no. This guy's a triangle. It's probably about one and only. Oh no. It's getting worse. Okay, so double red, double blue. We've only got a single blue position. This still hasn't built a depth marker. That is good. Brown. Oh no. Oh, that's harsh. This guy here's a triangle. And this reinforcement position's brown. It's firing down here. And like I said, it's not only a hit, which is bad enough, but he's going to get disrupted as well because this is an unrevealed reinforcement position. Right, okay, let's just go in the order that we do it and look at double red first then. So yeah, we've got nothing in intense. He's got 3 hits he can do. Alright, we did get away with this one, I suppose. Remember we said these were both diamonds and we put them up here in that riskier hex. Well, we got away with that. So there you go. You're not going to avoid hits on all your units. You've got to just accept it. It just always feels hard to take, doesn't it? When you say, oh no. And then this one here, like I say, is going to get disrupted as well. So it's going to, or attacking that nest isn't going to be as good. Okay, Grant, come on. So no hits to there. That doesn't take red. So there's nothing there. So he takes a hit. So this is the first loss on the east side in the first division. So we're looking for, well, I'll just pause the camera. It'll be 116. Okay, so B116. He is taking a hit. And this is our first loss for the first division catastrophic loss box. So that's not such a concern, but it's still not nice. Right, and then another bit I was sort of cringing about was that red comes down. Now he doesn't get into there, it's just the hex that we've got concentrated. And what do you know, he's got 2 hits to be able to dish out. Well, this was a triangle anyway, so But he's going to take this guy as well. And I believe this might have been asked before that, although, see, we've got 5 steps on this at the minute. So if I decide to take the hit on this guy first, we've now got 4 steps in this hex, so is this still considered a concentrated target? Well, my understanding is that it's concentrated right from the beginning of the fire phase, right the way through, so that is that. So this guy's going to take a hit, this guy's going to take a hit, and he's going away. And, yeah. Well, the thing is, he was a triangle, although we were going to move him away from the red, weren't we? Yeah. He's not overly exciting anyway, but every loss of a unit is another loss of a unit, isn't it? Right, so that's red had its quota. And like we've said, double blue is only a single blue, so that's good. Oh, I noticed there's also a blue position appeared here now, which comes down to this draw with a bit sporadic fire actually. We've got nothing in its range, and again, it is only one. It needs to build a depth to, well, to be a 2. And then we've got single brown, and like we've said, there's this brown along here, but I think he just covers the area around about him. He doesn't come into this hex, so he's not doing anything, but this guy certainly is. He's got 1 hit to dish out. He's going to do it to this guy, so we need F216 now. So F216 comes in to replace here. That's another loss going in the catastrophic loss box. And like I say, because that unit's an unrevealed position, he gets disrupted as well, which now means we can't use him to attack, sadly. Okay, I think that's it. That was bad enough, I think. I suppose, one of the good things, we never got anything touched down here, and we're going to get our general in next turn and start moving them. Well, mind you, we've got another fire phase to come before they actually get to move, so maybe they're just saving it till the general gets on shore. Okay, right, I'll leave the fire card there. No artillery, like we said, so right, we'll have a look across in the west now. Right, let's get a card for the west. And we do have artillery this time. Right, harder to get everything in with that. We do have 3 places disrupted. I wonder, I suppose it's worth a look just now. Are any of these artillery? Well, that is. So again, it's a mixture of 4, but if we remember, they get 6 in total. So to be honest, we need to disrupt 3, don't we? So that is not, and that is not as well. So it's just that one we've got disrupted, and we've not eliminated any across. Yeah, actually we have. Here, haven't we? 68N. Well, how do we know if that is artillery? Well, I guess we just count it all up, what we've got. Yeah, you can see there, we've got 175 there, 175 there, and 88 there. That's 3, and then you've got the 2 up in the box. And okay, this might be part of the ones in the box, but it'll only be a slight part. What is it, 68 north? Well, it just talks about 68 being part of it, but you've got 66, 68, and D4. Where's D4? Well, that's a way up there. Well, that's not occupied, admittedly. However, 68... Oh, 68 is disrupted. And the other position's destroyed. What have we got? 68, D4. 66? It's not the brown positions, is it? Oh, it is. Maybe we were getting away with this. Well, let's look at the serious stuff first, the actual fire. Before we do that, just remember, don't take the disruption off Grant till you've done the artillery, just in case we have got away with it. So what we got orange, disrupted, double purple, that will fire, double brown, disrupted. Now you've got to check, you've got to watch some reinforcement positions as well, but it's like, again, it's a double brown. I think again we would have been okay up there. They generally don't have as big fields of fire, do they? Because these ones are all on the cliff tops firing down at the beach, which makes sense, I suppose. Okay, so, well, let's look. So, orange isn't happy. Oh, wait a minute. Again, there's another, yeah, there's an orange unit up here. But again, no. Yeah. But, well, worth just having a look, because once we get a bit closer, we'll need to watch them. So, double purple hitting circles. Right. There's not an awful lot down there, and what's left down there has been shot up pretty badly, isn't it? Oh. Yeah, no, I mentioned this unit, didn't I? I spoke about this. It looks like he's going away now anyway. Yeah, the fact that there was a sneaky wee sporadic green in there, he had already took a step loss, and we had a green left to dish out, so he would have been disrupted. But it didn't affect anything. And now I'm afraid he's unsteady purple. Purple's got 3 hits to fire out. He's a circle. He's gone. I think that's going to be all we're going to get across this side though, so that doesn't sound too bad. Again, the downside to all that is all the disruption lifts off, so yeah, nothing intense, and purple doesn't get anywhere near any of that. So, oh yeah, oh yeah, that could have been. It's not double. Sorry, I'm just off camera. That reinforcement position. However, he's a triangle. He's unsteady purple, but this isn't double. It's just on his own, so he wouldn't have been firing. And it is from that position. Yeah. The dots are closer to the bit that's firing when you get in. There's a couple areas that look like they could maybe have overlapped. Maybe not so much in this game, I think. One of the other games does it a bit more where it overlaps, I think, whether it's Tarawa or Pellu. But there might be some of that here as well, maybe. Right, so I suppose from a fire phase point of view, that was, oops, alright, that was pretty good. We just need to resolve this, this artillery, well, and then we're going to undisrupt all of these. So, right, well, I better check the rule. Right. Okay, so the procedure is the number on the left of the artillery result, which is a 4, is the artillery value. So we count the number of undisrupted artillery units in the sector. Now we've already counted, I think it was 3, wasn't it? We've got 1, 2, 3. So that's the number of artillery units in the sector, 3, and we need 4. But then says, count the number of undisrupted artillery units in the sector, in both WN positions and the sector artillery box. Count only those having the calibers listed on the card. Well, it's a mixture of any caliber. Alright, let's just look at the card again, Grant, so we can see. It's a mixture of all the calibers. If the number of eligible German artillery units equals or exceeds the value. But, oh no, hang on. No, they only need 4 anyway, Grant. Don't they? Yeah, they only need 4, so... What am I thinking? I mean, I think I might have one of them. Actually, does it disable it? If it's not occupied, that might mean nothing to do with it. It might mean that it needs to be destroyed. Do you destroy them in this game, or just wait? Let's find out. Knocking out German artillery units. When you eliminate a WN unit with artillery, it no longer contributes to German artillery fire. Was that one of the ones that we destroyed? It was an 88. We destroyed an 88, and that must have been the one that was in WN 68. I think. It could have been across the other side though. Oh no, I see them now. It shows you them, doesn't it? See here. Oh no, it doesn't. It's got an 88 on that orange one over there. Sorry, I'm just looking. I just noticed the orange position that we took out here has got an 88 on it. But the 75 ones don't have. There's another 88 one. There's one there. Yeah, the 88 ones seem to be marked. The 75 ones aren't. I wonder why that is. Right, hang on. Well, yeah, I think this is much harder to achieve, to knock these positions out. It says the German artillery boxes list several German positions for each artillery unit in the box. These are the artillery unit's potential observers. If all the observer positions listed for a given artillery unit are in your control, flip the artillery unit to its inactive side. It no longer contributes. However, if any of those positions subsequently become occupied, yeah, I mean, they're not all in my control. They might be disrupted. That's the thing that's getting me though, because it does talk about undisrupted artillery units. You know what? I think it's irrelevant. I don't actually think that we do have that one inactive that I was telling you about up the top there, but it's just all the hexes that it lists are either disrupted or there's nobody in it. But I don't think that counts for it. It does. Oh, sorry. It does say it needs to be in our control. So I mean that D4 away up there is not in our control. So, and then and also the other one that's there anyway contributes. So it means they've got 4 at least. So let's just accept this and take it on the chin, Grant. So, okay, so we're getting hit by artillery fire. An infantry unit of your choice in a beach landing box. There is none of them. A non-infantry unit in a beach hex. So looking for a circle. Well, there's a possible candidate there. I mean, it eliminates them, but circle. He's on his own now. These are infantry. Oh, that's a 2-stepper as well. Circle. Don't we make it the tank? No. Good. Okay. That tank's a diamond. Right. Good. Right. We've got this then. That's a weaker artillery, mind you. It's not. But it's 2 steps, and this one, which is the armoured one, is only 1 step. So we've got 2 non-infantry units in a beach hex. If you need to select from among them, select unit with the most steps, yeah. So don't think there's anybody else. We looked in there, they're diamonds. Well, we didn't want to catch any certainly not the 4 strength. Oh, there's another tank here, isn't there? He's a triangle as well. But yeah, it would have been 2 steps too. So it's going to be this guy in the HQ, under the HQ, so he's going to take the hit from artillery. Yeah. That's not such a big deal. I think we can live with that. Right, that's the German fire phase done then. So let's see if we can clear any hexes. And before we do, to undisrupt the positions that I said we wouldn't forget about undisrupting. So orange and brown, wasn't it? So we need to keep an eye on that. Particular brown. Orange is more likely we're having a go at orange anyway. But we need to watch brown. Possibly need to try and barrage again. Again, we've not got the weapon still. This unit, the radio situation, it's a radio we need, isn't it? But we could attack, pretty sure we could attack with these two again and disrupt it. But that's an action, so that comes into it too. Right, no other position on our side that's disrupted was green. But green didn't fire, so that stays disrupted. Good. Right, let's see about clearing beaches then. Right, so what fire red? Well, here's the question that I was asking the last turn, and it wasn't it's not even disrupted this time, but it was a double blue. And it's only single blue, but apparently that counts. Does feel a little bit odd, that one, but however, okay, so we can't clear red, blue, brown doesn't stretch down, so we can't clear red or blue, so red and blue are here. Well, this could be good then, at least we could get something along this side. Yeah, I mean, well, these two hexes are clear already. Saying that, I've not getting into land for a while, have we? Oh, well, that's not true actually. There's a couple of delayed units coming in. Okay, I'll just go for this hex here, I think, and then we can get a little bit. That one's going to go on that side. Does that one go on the other side, maybe? Hey, there we go. So that's these three hexes cleared now. Right, let's look on the other side. So orange, purple and brown. So we start here with brown, into orange, and then I think purple takes over, doesn't it? Oh wait now, we've got a red and green hex in here. That's orange, which doesn't count. This one works though. Oh no, it doesn't. Yeah, it does. Yeah, hang on, what am I talking about? It's purple, yeah. So that's purple. This is red and green. We can do this one. Right, good. Well, maybe we can do that with these two then. So that goes there. A bit of luck, that goes there. There we go. So that's these three hexes clear now. Okay, that's it. Right, on to the good stuff. Okay, well, at least we get the two actions that you're meant to get every turn this time. Unfortunately this guy can only lose his disruption, so that's going to be that bit. So what can we still have this other infantry here. Now unfortunately we're going to be attacking over the slope. Now we know nothing about this, is that right? Yeah. And the slope doubles everything, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Unit and deck strength doubled. There we go. And that's why we wanted to have the attack in there, because that would have been, there'd been no doubling at all. Been nothing. So we're going to have to put a bit more into this. So that would be 4. What we got. Oh yeah, we thought we could use that maybe. That would help, because that's in command of the HQ. I'll double check these things. That one we probably cannot. Ooh, wait a minute. This is disrupted. Can we not use that? I think we maybe can. These two guys, yeah. I'm hoping for to use an action on them. I want them up here, don't I? Yeah. Yeah. And get them out of that red and blue. Into that hex. Nice and safe. And then hopefully take this out in the next turn. So that's probably definitely. That's one of them, yeah. it's more than likely an action we want to do. So let's just double check I can use these. What are they? I'm pretty sure that one. You know what? I'm going to put it up top. I mean, we do have the tank, but I'm thinking that I'd like to barrage attempt on blue or red with this tank. So let's look at these two units assisting the combat on here. See if we can do that if we're allowed to. I mean, that would turn it into 8 strength. But everything's getting doubled in there. But 8's not bad. I mean, if they... yeah, they could turn up with possibly 3, turn it up to 6. Yeah, it could depend on the weapons. Okay. So, this unit is anti-aircraft. It's just the same as a tank. It has the same requirements as a tank. So, it is in command of an HQ. So that's fine. It's within range. 1, 2. This infantry unit would be attacking. It brings along MG and BR. So machine guns... you've got machine guns there already, but I suppose we bring the BR, the Browning. Now, this is the trickier one. Can we do this then? Let's see. Does it matter if it's disrupted? Right, so artillery. In range but not adjacent. Check. In command of an HQ, not a general. That is also commanding at least one infantry unit attacking the position. Yep, check. You will find this condition difficult to meet. And the big one is, if the artillery unit is not armoured, which this isn't armoured, it may not be in the field of fire of an undisrupted German unit. Well, it's only in the field of fire of green, and he's disrupted. So I think we're good with that. Yeah, and here's the other thing. This is disrupted. But, I mean, yeah, we want to try and take it out, don't we? So, the way I'm reading that is we can bring in both the units. Now, what does artillery give? It gives artillery and mortars and demolitions. Oh, you're having a laugh. So the infantry brings mortars, demolitions. So, yeah, and that was given machine guns. So we're only getting the Browning from that, and we're getting artillery from that. That's still something. I'm just trying to avoid using this tank, but I don't know if that's clever or not. If I should just chuck the tank in as well. Now, the other thing we get, I think we're going to get radio from the HQ, if I'm thinking right there, which could help as well if it comes to it. Well, you know what, we'll check that if a radio actually appears. Yeah, it's just trying to decide if I want to just go with that. The fact he's disrupted already makes me feel, I mean, you can't, there's no result that removes disruption, does it? Don't think so. US attackers disrupted and German unit unrevealed. US attackers disrupted. That would be if it had strength less or equal and didn't have the weapons. The I suppose there is a chance we could turn up a 2-strength unit and a 2-strength depth marker, doubling it up to 8, and that would be equal. But it doesn't undisrupt him. That's probably the important part, I think. And I really like to use that tank to barrage. Oh, mind you, do I care? Do I really care at the minute? I mean, if I'm going to use that action to move these units up here, they're not in blue and red. They're the ones I would be concerned about. If they were staying there, then yeah. So, saying that, it'd be nice to have blue disrupted for the next turn and then attack it. And then red, I mean, this guy's on his last legs, really. We've nothing else along here. We don't really need red disrupted. In fact, if I was to do it with the tank, I'd go for blue. Okay, come on, Grant, make a decision. Right, I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can't. Where's the tank? It's there, isn't it? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can't go along the purple. Yeah, that's probably why it's done that way. It's just in between red and purple. Although I could move 1 hex that way to get in range of purple, 2, 3, and still have blue in my sights, which might be... Then that means I've got to move the tank without being able to barrage, so that's rubbish. Okay, I'm going to go for this. I'm not going to use the tank. So we're going to attack up the slope with this 4-strength infantry unit. And we're going to get support from this anti-aircraft and this artillery. Who would have thought? So that's a strength of 8. Yeah, I think that's right. There's something's feeling a bit iffy about it, but I did read it all there. And that artillery, I believe, can do it, cause the units disrupted. Yeah. Oh, bummer about it is it got reduced. That's one of the ones that was up at 9 to start with, was it not? I think so. Okay, so we've got 8 against this, and unit and depth are going to get doubled. Are you sure that's all you're wanting, Grant? Yeah, because he's disrupted. Let's do it. I mean, if it's bad on the top, then we'll not get to see the depth anyway. Right, let's do it. Let's do it. That's horrible. How's there 3s on WN positions? Jesus, right, I didn't want the weapons here. I'm hoping I don't get the weapons. BG and BZ. Well, oh no. What was I attacking with? 8 against 6. BG and BZ. You know what? I don't think I've got any of them. The infantry's definitely not. Anti-aircraft and artillery. No, I've not got any of that at all. The Bangalore torpedoes and the bazooka. Nope, none of that. Oh dear. Right, so we have 8 strength, he's got 6 strength. So we have greater than, but not double. But we don't have the weapons. Oh, we are getting disrupted. Oh. Right, guys, you should have told me not to do that. Yeah, don't have the weapons. Attack strength is greater, but not double. Who put a 3 in the WN nests? That's horrible. You know what? I bet there's only 1 3, and that's it. Okay, unit and unrevealed depth marker. That's where we're at. US attackers disrupted. Well, thing is, I don't think it disrupts the range stuff. I could be wrong. I think it's just the infantry that's adjacent. Well, actually, I might tell me on the chart here. Where are we? US attacker disrupted. Place a disrupted marker on every US unit attacking from an adjacent hex. Yeah, right. So it is just the infantry, but that's not good. That's not good. Next turn, hopefully we've got that guy back to attack. Well, hang on. I can still move this guy. That's good. Right, so he's disrupted. Oops. But the anti-air and the artillery are okay. I'm not sure I want to attack that guy anyway. I'm going to need... we do have 2 full strength infantry units here. This guy could move into here. This guy could potentially move into there if I knew Brown wasn't going to fire again. Okay, that didn't really go to plan. This is going to be an attack up the slope again, though, isn't it? At least we know. So it'd be 6, and full strength infantry would have the weapons, and then we could bring in them again. We're not going to get that infantry. Hopefully we get that guy. 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 would be double with the weapons. Then we get to see what he's got on the depth marker. That's going to get double. Well, actually, no. If we get an attack with this guy, it won't be doubled at all. That's the big thing. I think I maybe should move that guy into there. Okay, I think we definitely move this guy into here with a free move. The plus to moving it into here, we've got a triangle and a circle. So, actually, you can only hit one anyway. He's only got one shot. So if it did hit one, then we'd be able to attack with the other one, still adjacent to the HQ for a free attack. And then we take away all that doubling nonsense. Yeah, okay, I'm going to free move that guy into there. And it's not concentrating the target, the hex as well, so that's good. Oh, no, maybe not. Just wonder about... I talked about if the tank was in this hex, I'd have range on purple and on blue. But obviously it means moving the tank rather than barraging with it. But just thinking, do I need to barrage blue? And that's the thing. Am I not just as well sitting there for the minute? We're not ready to attack purple anyway. But disabling purple when the general comes in. Sorry, maybe I should be showing you some of that. If I was... I can't do it now though, can I? I need to move. Well, that's the whole point of what I'm talking about, isn't it? Yeah, because I think I'm more than likely going to use an action to move this guy into here. Now, I could barrage blue this turn. But don't I feel confident enough? Look at all the weapons we've got. We've got everything. not, they're both different. So that's a good thing. He's on his own. He's not going to get any bonuses. So barrage in red just doesn't... Yeah. Whereas if we get across to this hex just now, the next turn, 1, 2, 3, 4... hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Next turn, we can barrage at purple. And then our general's going to be in. Hopefully purple's not done any damage, and then we can start... Yeah, yeah, one of the annoying things, I bet that's going to happen, isn't it? Purple's going to fire, and it's going to bomb and disrupt both these guys in the sporadic hex. Generals are going to be in there saying, right, let's go, guys, and they're going to be like, no, just yet. We're going to have more of a rest. Well, at least they get something else, yeah. But then it starts then moving, and then we've got purple maybe disrupted. I think that feels right. So I'm going to move the tank. Hang on. Well, just as well I don't know. We look at that, and here was me. I almost moved that infantry into there because this hex is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away from purple, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away from blue, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away from red. But this hex is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away from purple, 4 away from blue, and 5 away from the red. So this is a better place to be. And this guy's only got 2 steps. What do you know? So that's where we're going to go. With that tank. Yeah, I like that. That's clever. You shaking your head? Probably. Okay, so looking back down here again. Now, we could have a low odds attempt at barraging purple with this tank as an action. I started also thinking we could move them both into here, but do I really want to do that? The general's going to come in next turn. Then all these are going to get a free move. So I was concerned about this purple firing and disrupting both of these. I certainly didn't want to move one back down here. I don't want to go up there. That's a rubbish place to be. I would probably, well, mind you, yeah, I probably would go into here, but we can't. So, and then the only other option, well, you know what? Hang on. Yeah, I'm not going to mess about anymore. This guy, he's having one of the actions, so, and he's moving into here, up the slope. Ready, all nicely poised to take that on. Let's hope it doesn't get a depth marker in the event phase. I'd still give it a go though, because I'm 8 strength, no doubling, got a lot of weapons with me. Yeah, I'd go for that. Right, so, and then one more action. Well, I'm not fussed about these guys. They're in intense green, but green's disrupted. We've got green. Well, yeah, I think we'll still got him. It's just he's going to make us work for it, shall we say. So I think it's possibly the barrage. The other choice might be to move this into here, which isn't awful either, because I've still not had a reply regarding this, but then that's not because somebody's not seen it and thought, I know the answer to that, but I'm not telling you. It's possibly because somebody's not watched it yet, and I've been putting a lot of content out, so I know maybe some of you don't have as much time as what I seem to have right now to sit and play D-Day at Omaha Beach or even watch DD at Omaha Beach. But I'm having a great time anyway, so it's good. Okay, what are you going to do, Grant? So, yeah, that's a possibility. And then next turn, well, I'm not going to get a free... Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, if I move this guy into here, I will get a free move from him next turn to go into there. There's another thought. Yeah, I'm kind of liking that move better. Because the tank, we need purple diamond. I know the last time we didn't want a purple diamond, we got one, but we were crossing the west there. That was the one that caught the ranger. So the odds aren't great, and moving this guy from here into here rather than here, I think is better, because general lands here, all these guys get free actions. This guy then gets to move up there next turn. This guy could potentially try the infiltration thing, but he might be better just, I don't know, staying where he is. He's been there a while. It says we... But, yeah, okay, I'm going to go with that. Right, and we've got the other things, the HQ. Yeah, like I say, I wasn't really fussed about these guys. They're not important as at the moment. Well, that's not true actually, but I think that's a better move. Admittedly, getting these guys up beside that HQ. Purple could fire here as well. These are armoured though, so aren't they? I think, yeah, pretty sure they are. And like I say, the HQ, I'm not going to move the HQ. Although I could, bring it back here and involve these guys, it's more important, I think, to get a free move from this. I think. Yeah, because we will definitely want to attack in there with that. Okay, right, that didn't take long, did it? Right, and it's going to be even longer in the west, my guess is. There's probably more to think about. Should I maybe cut this actually? Yeah, possibly. Okay, I'm going to take a cut here and now, guys, because this is stretching a little bit, this video, and I might find that, we're an hour and a bit just now. It might mean that the next part of this side is not quite an hour long, but yeah, I think that'd be a better idea. So I'll take a pause now, and we'll get back with the second half of turn 10. Okay, cheers for now, guys.